first hopped on the scene with performing music and really getting involved with music with hip hop, dance. I went to the Boys and Girls Club and met my dance mentor KJ, and after a while hanging out with her, I met Concept, and at that time, you know, being involved in dance, that's what opened me up to the emotion of it. You know, the feeling of it all was being able to add movement, add, you know, some type of chi energy to music, and that's where it really all started with music. My real deep love. It's always been in my life, you know, growing up. My grandfather, you know, being a writer for Smokey Robinson and going on tours and stuff and playing pianos and keys in the house all day, you know, of course, that was a big inspiration, but the biggest impact in when I made the decision to make art my life and make music my life was really through dance. My whole career, I had to rely on faith. Throughout this journey of my life and throughout music, that's what I had. That's all I had. And didn't really, I've had people support me, but when I started steering off to my own sound and trying to find myself and really expressing myself, that's when it was like, all right, yon. You know, people think you're weird. People think, oh, you can't do it. People think you won't make it. You won't be doing shows in your city. That's when I had to have faith. I love nature. That's where I, you know, find my creativity. That's where my thoughts can just disperse, because I feel like if I'm stuck in the studio, stuck in my house, my thoughts are just bouncing off the walls. I'm just getting back the same thoughts. But when I go out in nature, that's where I find my peace. That's where I find my inspiration. That's where I could really feel music, feel what I want to do, feel what I want to say. I could, you know, untangle my anxiety, untangle my overthinking thoughts, and I highly suggest anybody who is dealing with those kind of thoughts to go out in nature and just sit. When I go out in nature, like you said, I always make sure that it's always like a spiritual connection. And I transfer that to my music. I use what I learned from myself when I go out in nature, when I do spend that time by myself. I use that time to, you know, analyze and be like, okay, how could I use what I learned in nature? How could I use what nature taught me through my music? How could I, you know, awaken that spirit in other people? What I see is that music is the medicine to emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, we think that, you know, taking a pill is gonna help us, you know, taking, you know, this drug is gonna help us, but it's not. You know, I feel that what music is, and what I've learned, you know, about music, is that music is the medicine to the soul. I just live my life being a good person. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always rather be the person to say, you know, believe in yourself, than the person to fill other people's minds with doubt. You know, regardless of where I'm at, even in my own life, I'd rather be the person to say, hey, just believe, you know, just, you know, look towards a positive light. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be the person to have something good to say. And I've always focused on that in my whole life, to where it was second nature. And I didn't realize how much of an impact I had in other people's lives, because it's like, in my eyes, I'm just being myself. I'm just being who I am. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I'm not giving no type of front. This is who I am, period. And I didn't realize how impactful that was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize how strong that was. And also on this journey, I didn't realize how, you know, mentally strong I was either, because, you know, when it comes to facing all these no's, facing all these rejections, facing people not liking who you are, I didn't realize that, you know, I had the willpower and determination to be like, no, I don't care what you think. I'm here to make music for the people that genuinely care about what I'm doing, who actually hear what I'm saying in my songs, who actually feel what I'm saying in my songs. And I didn't realize, you know, how much discipline that took. I kind of just shocked myself each and every day. That's why I always say be an inspiration to yourself, because you really don't know what you're capable of. You really don't know how strong you are until you actually try. And when you try and you actually do something, like I'm actually doing shows, I'm actually connecting with people, you know what I'm saying? People actually listen to my music. It's like, you know, you never know what you can do until you try it.